For many years, corporate actions processing has been one of the most challenging and risky areas of security services.
Trying to build something and automate something around something that's constantly in a state of movement and change, it's very, very hard to automate. So as a result of that, the industry has stayed very much in a manual, paper-driven environment.
Today, however, corporate actions has become more and more automated with significant technological advances.
The impact of corporate actions processing can be alleviated with automation, and we've seen great strides in firms automating corporate actions processing. But there's a lot to be done, and a lot of firms are hesitant to move away from the controls and procedures they put in place to manage such a risk-prone area.
Some of the changes that are driving the automation of corporate actions today, specific to corporate actions, would be the introduction of new standards by ISO. So we've got a new standard in the industry now called 20022. There was a standard and still is a standard called 15022 that's been around since 2002. Those two standards are going to coexist side by side. So we're going to effectively go from no standards to one standard to two standards side by side right now.
One of the big differences between the two message standards is the flexibility that 20022 brings. It's built on modern technology around an XML syntax. So it provides a lot more flexibility than the older 15022 message standard.
While ISO 20022 may offer advantages, implementing the new standard requires new technology, meaning there may need to be a driver for change.
One of the impetuses to automating corporate actions in the United States today, for example, is that the DTCC, which is the largest depository in the world, are now going to communicate with their community using 20022 standard messages. Nobody has built to the standard previously.
The DTCC's use will have an effect on the overall implementation, but one potential problem could be that the old standard will still be used by many firms who have yet to adopt ISO 20022.
Until there's been a decision made to either sunset or retire the older message, I don't believe you'll see a lot of firms who have the 15022 message standard in a production environment seeing any benefit to moving away.